Hi, welcome to DJ's Computer Service YouTube channel. My name is Ulysses Baltazar. I'm CEO, founder, and owner of DJ's Computer Service located here in Sacramento, California. Today we're going to be showing you guys an AMD Scorpius Platform upgrade that we're going to be conducting on one of our old systems that we did before. This is our Antec skeleton system that we did before on Project Home Invasion, if you recall seeing our other YouTube video. On here we used to have an X4, a Phenom X4 2.5 gigahertz processor, and we had 8 gigs of DDR2 RAM with the ASUS motherboard. And today we're going to do an upgrade, a budget upgrade. We're going to be doing also what's the newest rage out there, the AMD Scorpius Platform. If you don't know about the AMD Scorpius Platform, in simple, this is how I'm going to tell you. AMD Scorpius Platform, all the components are pretty much AMD based, and they're designed to sync with one another to create the ultimate platform where each one of them is working as a team to bring you the best performance ever. Today for our motherboard, what we're going to be using for our AMD Scorpius Platform, and I'm happy to introduce, is the ASUS M5A99X. This motherboard right here has got it all when it comes to what we're trying to build today. To show you a little bit about this ASUS motherboard, first off, best feature of this thing, the UEFI BIOS. The interactive BIOS that this thing has, that ASUS has created, is so awesome, so easy, so friendly user. Pretty much any novice could end up overclocking this system with a simple push of a button. That's how easy it is. Everything is pretty much dummy proof. You can go in there, it actually explains to you what everything is, and you can use your mouse to move things around, set your boot priority and everything, drag and drop. It is crazy, and which we're going to show you guys later on once we actually put the system together. We're going to show you guys how easy it is to overclock this system with the simple push of a button. And speaking about that auto tuning, this is what makes it happen right here. If you don't want to use that push of a button, this TPU switch right here, turn it on, bam, your computer automatically starts overclocking on its own. ASUS motherboard automatically starts finding out what exactly will work better, how faster, and everything, and it'll do it all on its own. It's got this EPU switch right here, which pretty much what that does is for those who are always on, the systems, you use it for casual performance, and it's always at idle, you leave it on overnight, that kind of stuff. This right here ends up reducing the power amount used throughout the motherboard, so that way it saves you energy. And then on this side, all these ports right here are SATA 3, 6 gigabytes. All these right here. None of them are SATA 2. They're all 6 gigabytes or SATA 3, but they're backwards compatible with SATA 2. So in case you got yourself still a SATA 2 hard drive that you want to use on here, you want to hook up your terabyte and all that, that's where it can be plugged in. Best feature about this, and what ASUS is very proud of, and we are too, is for all those who are NVIDIA fans, and you like your GTX 560, you like your SLI and everything, you just think that NVIDIA's graphics are better, you can do it now. SLI is now compatible with the AMD platforms. These two rails right here, times 16 and times 8, you can actually do Crossfire and SLI, which is really, really cool. Also, USB ports, we got USB 3.0, 2 of them right there. These are all USB 2.0 right here. You got a FireWire port. You got a powered eSATA. This is just a regular eSATA port. 7.1 surround sound available already on here. Moving on, we're going to be doing 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance, 1600 megahertz. This is what we're going to be using today for this system. So this is more than enough RAM. A lot of people say overkill. I say nice, fast speeds for when we're doing our gaming, whenever we're doing anything. And the processor that's going to be making all this happen today, no other than the FX 6100 6-core 3.3 gigahertz processor with auto turbo boost to 3.7 gigahertz. I've heard some people have been able to overclock this thing on auto tune just by pressing that button on this new motherboard all the way up to 4.2. So we're going to see if we can make that happen today. Graphics that we're going to be using is going to be no other than the Radeon HD 6870 Black Edition, clocked at 925 megahertz by XFX already, stock right out of the box. We can push this thing more. We've already done it before with the Infinity setup that we had with the Project Home Invasion. And we're definitely going to be making this happen today with all of our AMD platform systems. cooling this entire setup today is going to be the Antec 2500 series, the 25 series, the Kuhler H20620. This is what we're going to be using. We used it before on the X4. We saw great temperatures and we were definitely very satisfied with that. So we're going to go ahead and stick with the same cooler, the liquid cooled system for our processor for our FX series. And our power supply that's going to be making all this happen is the Antec High Current Gamer 900 watt power supply. So we got more than enough power to be able to provide for our setup today, and which we're going to definitely do. Now when we come back, we're going to be showing you guys the entire setup put together, and we're going to also be showing you 3 brand new monitors from Acer, 20-inch monitors. We actually upgraded from 19-inch to 20-inch now for our Infinity setup, and they're all LCD LED backlit monitors. Great crisp picture. They're great on a budget for those who want to do an Infinity setup and need 3 monitors. They're really good. And also we're going to try to push this, like we said, to 4.2 using the auto-tune feature on these ASUS motherboards, using the TPU switch as well. So we're going to show you guys how easy that is, and hopefully we can definitely get that 4.2 just on that auto-tune with all this type of stock setup and everything. So without further ado, we're going to start getting this system put together, and when we come back, you guys are going to pretty much see us rock and rolling with the system already up and running. Alright? Thank you. Alright, welcome back to DJ's Computer Service. As you guys see, we now finally got the whole entire system put back together. We already gone ahead and installed the whole entire operating system. We got Windows 7 Ultimate running in the background. We've already set it up to our Infinity system and our new monitors. Compared to the old setup that we had with Project Home Invasion, these are the new upgrade monitors. These are 20-inch Acer LCD LED backlit monitors. Now, let's go ahead and get started with the quick, easy overclocking that these ASUS motherboards so much, brag about. Now, we've already gone ahead and done the overclocking because it takes a second or two to get it to where we really want it. But we're going to walk you step by step on how we got there. Alright, now, if you go ahead and bring up your ASUS AI suite that is provided with the motherboard itself, the disc. When you go ahead and bring that up, you're obviously going to see already that there's going to be a nice little bar that's going to pop up just like this. And then if you go ahead and click obviously system information, this is what you're going to get right here. It's going to tell you your motherboard, the type, the version, all that fun stuff, your CPU information, socket type, all that other fun stuff that you might be wondering what you have. And all your RAM information as well, each one of the sockets, what you got, the voltage, frequency that it's running in, and all that other fun stuff. Now if we go ahead and minimize that, it goes back down to normal, the way that it comes up. You got all the different stuff, so that way you can update your BIOS if you want to. Now if you go ahead and you go to monitor, you can see already CPU frequency and sensor temperature. We're going to go ahead and hit CPU frequency. As you see, we're displaying 4.13. We were successfully able to get it all the way up to 4.18. So it's not going to show the 4.18 until we actually putting that stress on there, but this is what it keeps fluctuating amongst itself and everything. All the different cores, it's showing all the usage. So right now obviously we're in idle, so we're really not putting any stress whatsoever. Bring that back down. If you hit now the auto tuning button, this is what makes it all happen as far as the overclocking goes. If you hit the auto tuning button, this is what you get. This is how easy it is. All you got to do is either choose either fast or extreme. Fast, hey, I want my computer to go a little bit faster. You hit extreme, you definitely want your system to be at the best performance capable. And we went ahead and hit extreme, and then this is what pops up. Now it's going to give you a warning. It's going to tell you exactly what it's going to do and all that other fun stuff. You're pretty much going to get a nice screen where it's going to all of a sudden see your frequency on your CPU change, and then it's going to stress test it. You're going to see all 6 cores completely jump up to full performance, and it's going to stress test it to see if your system is capable of handling that frequency. If you are satisfied with that frequency, what you do is you go ahead and click the stop button. Once you click the stop button, then it stays at that frequency. If you want it to keep going, what you do is you go ahead and let it keep changing the frequency until pretty much it crashes on its own. It'll go back to the second to last CPU frequency that it was overclocked to, and that's what pretty much it's going to stay on. So when you hit that start button, that's exactly what's going to happen with the overclocking, and that's it. Computer reboots on its own and your system is overclocked. You don't have to do anything else. Okay, now in the BIOS, this is pretty much what your BIOS is going to look like. Whenever your computer boots up, it's going to give you the option to press the delete button so that way you guys can get into this BIOS. Now this is a new UEF5 BIOS utility easy mode that ASUS has provided now. This has been a big giant accomplishment with ASUS that everybody's pretty excited about because how easy it is to use. And the best thing about it is the fact that you can use your mouse to be able to navigate through all this, you know, so that way you can actually see your CPU fans and everything. So it's very interactive, which is pretty cool. Best thing about this is also the boot priority. So if you have multiple hard drives and you know you want to start one day, you want to do Windows XP on one, Windows 7 on the other, all you got to do is actually just drag and drop. Do you see that? Now let's get quick into the overclocking as well with this. This is how simple it is also through the BIOS to do. You have three options. You have quiet, energy saving. You have the normal setting, which pretty much is what the system comes with. This is a default mode. And then you have performance, which this is the one that will find the fastest, best performance overclock frequencies. Whenever you click this button and you restart the PC, it will do it on its own. And then once you hit it, you go to exit advanced mode, and then it's going to ask you to save changes and reset. That's what you do right there. If you want to get more in depth into it, all you got to do is exit advanced mode and go to advanced mode right here. Now see, it's still very interactive, but this gives you somewhat of a feel of the old style BIOS. It gives you all the information that you still need, set your date, time, and all that other fun stuff. There's your AI tweaker where you can go in there and change all the ratios and all the CPU frequencies and everything in there. Advanced mode, your CPU configuration, North Bridge, data configuration, USB, all that other fun stuff. Monitor, here's all your temperatures and everything. Now we're going to go ahead and move over to showing you guys this overclock system and this new AMD platform in action playing Battlefield 3. Alright guys, this is our Battlefield 3 AMD Scorpius Platform that we just built for you guys today.
Anyone got eyes on?
Now let's recap real quick what we got going on. So we got an AMD FX 6100 processor clocked at 4.18 gigahertz. We got 16 gigs of RAM Corsair Vengeance, 1600 megahertz. We have a XFX 6870 graphics card clocked at 950 megahertz, and that's what's providing our great Eyefinity setup. Look at the awesome frames per second that we got going on. This is definitely 2 thumbs up for our AMD Scorpius platform. Fast, smooth, and reliable, just the way that you want your gaming experience to be. So if you guys are interested in us building you a custom setup like this in the future, definitely shoot us a call, 916-287-1165. Visit our website link below, www.djscomputerservice.com, or leave comments below. If there's anything you guys are interested in us building you in the future, or some videos or updates or upgrades that you guys would like to see, definitely leave comments below. And this has been our AMD Scorpius platform build. You guys have a good one.